Doing today, coming back to you here with another episode of Are Angels Among Us. I'm actually on my day job right now, sitting here up around Cleveland, Ohio. Got some time to kill, so I thought I would shoot the second question of this. Do you think angels know what we're thinking? Do you believe that they talk to us? Just some food for thought. I believe they do talk to us. We can talk to them. They communicate with God. They are God's messengers. And just again, writing that book and some questions that come up and that I plan on answering as I write this book. But I want to know your thoughts. What are your thoughts about as far as angels among us? Like I talked in the other video, but as we go along with that same theory, as far as angels among us, do they know our thoughts? And do they communicate with us? Do they talk to us? So from that standpoint, I will say this: they cannot interfere with free will. God's given us free will to make our decisions, do as we want, and that regardless, and they will not interfere with that. My daughter drowned in a pool 22 years ago, and I believe everything happens for a reason. And so sometimes when you think about that, why didn't God save her? But I don't know the circumstances behind that. Whether or not all this questions, but she was only 4 years old. Age of consent, all that stuff, that's not there as far as what the Bible talks about, and as far as age and everything else. But she is my guardian angel. I talk about that. I had an incident happen here this past winter. I was up in Detroit, Michigan, and middle of the night, about 2-3 o'clock. And I will share that in my book, but I also share that in a future video too. And I think it's basically, we talk about, do we see our angels, and can we communicate with them? There's such things as clairvoyance. They're clairvoyants that can speak to the spiritual world, and then there's clairvoyance that can only see what's from time to time in the spiritual world. This was a clairvoyant that could only see, and was something really amazing. When my father passed away here a few years ago, he was sitting at the kitchen table drinking coffee and talked about people that he could see. And one of them was my daughter, and one was my mother's father, but I'll talk a lot about that in my book. Also, I'll share that in some future videos. But they are around us, they are among us. But the biggest thing is do they know what we're thinking? I don't think we have to worry about giving away our dark secrets, our skeletons in the closet type of thoughts. It's just that sometimes we need to ask for help. And when we're having a tough day, don't be afraid to ask for help. Ask the angels to help you. Ask your guardian angel. They talk to you. They whisper in your ear. My mother gave me a story here, and I'll quickly share that with you. Here some time ago, I was driving a car and was about ready to pull out, and there was a dually pickup truck pulling a flatbed full of round bales of hay. If you've seen those are rather big, and they were double stacked. She heard a clear, plain voice in her right ear told her, "Ginger, no, don't go." And she stopped the car. Right about the time she stopped the car, a few seconds later, the top bales of hay fell off, and they would have fell right on her car. And so there's, if it's not your time, it's not your time. But and she says, it was clear as day. It was just like she says, just you and I was talking. And so if you have stories like that, if you have stories that where the angels have communicated to you, and do they know what we're doing? Do they know what we're thinking? And can we speak to them, and will they answer? And so I want you to think about it. It's very interesting. It gets the hair on the back of my neck standing up, and and you just start believing. And if you're having a bad day, sometimes just doing that, spending that few minutes and talking with them, whether or not you hear them talk back or you feel that they answer, you just believe that they do, and they will. And just like God says in the Bible, you knock and He will answer. Maybe He won't answer, but He might send one of His angels. And but you have angels with you, and they are communicating with you all the time, and giving you hugs and letting you know that they're there and that you're loved, and they will help you turn your day around when your day's going at its worst. Trust me, I know. And but I appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, share my channel. Also, look up my books. I will post the Author Central about my books and my story. You would love your support. And as I write more books on this topic and future topics, I will share those also in future videos. But I think maybe the next series of video is as far as Angels Among Us. What type of, let's talk about spirit guides, guardian angels and spirit guides, and maybe we'll spend a few minutes and talk about that, and because that's a little bit what we just talked about today, but there's a difference between the two as far as angels and guardian angels / spirit guides, and who they might be, and how many you might have is a question that maybe only you can answer, but at some point in time you'll know the answer to that. But until then, until the next video, be safe and have a great day, or make it a great day, actually. And make sure that you tune in. Check out my Facebook page at A Father's Loss. Also, I blog at afathersloss.com, and where I tell my story. Also, I'm here to help out people that are grieving, that have lost loved ones, especially fathers. But I'm open to help anybody. I mean, you're not alone. There's others like you that've been there. And doesn't matter. Grief is grief, and it's a tragic. Anytime somebody grieves the loss of a loved one or a dear friend, it's tough. Your life has changed. You never know each and every day when you go to work, and or they leave and walk out the door. Will your family be intact? Will they be the same as when you get back? So, till then, you guys be safe, like I said, and make it a great day. Y'all be cool.